The other holiday shenanigan we did last year was, who remembers the Aramaic All-Star? Do you remember this? So we took All-Star by Smash Mouth and translated it into Aramaic and then translated it back to English to see what happened. And it was awesome. Like, it was just fascinating. And the beautiful part about that is it has nothing to do with anyone other than just the translator that does that. And it's like what the equivalent we used was, if you take your American currency and translate it into yen and then convert it back into American, it's like it doesn't come back to the same spot where it started somehow randomly. So translations work this same way. So we really enjoyed that. So we said, all right, let's do that again. Except none of the translators have Aramaic anymore. I don't know what happened. So the reason why we chose Aramaic was that was the language that Jesus spoke. And so we were like, let's just see what happens. And it was hilarious. So this year, we picked a song and we went to go translate it, and there was no Aramaic. So the second best thing you could do is do exactly what the Bible did. So we translated it into Hebrew, but then we translated it into Greek, and then into Latin, and then into English. And now I bring you, we chose the seminal Marc Cohn hit, Walking in Memphis. So I will now bring you Walking in Biblically Translated Memphis. I donned my sandals, made of blue linen, and boarded the Galilean fishing vessel. I arrived at the land of the Blue Delta in the midst of a thunder shower. King Menace, won't you look over me? I have purchased the passage of a nobleman, but I am as sad as possible. Striding in Memphis, I perambulated 10 cubits from the Nile. Striding in Memphis, are these emotions true? I saw the spirit of Jubal on the Mendacian River, followed him to the gates of the land of grace, and I saw him go straight away. Now the watchmen did not observe him, but they hovered around his sepulchre. But there is a comely diminutive item, standing for the king beneath the tropical forest. Striding in Memphis, I perambulated 10 cubits from the Nile. Striding in Memphis, are these emotions true? They have St. Peter's fish on the table. They are singing messages to God out loud. And Shepherd Green is pleased to be in your presence when your tongue is fixed in place. But boy, you have a tongue in Memphis speech. Now Muriel plays the harp on Venus Day in Cairo, and they brought me to give her my attention, and then they requested that I perform. And when I served with all my strength, Muriel asked, "Tell me, are you a Christian boy?" And I declared, "Behold, I am tonight." Striding in Memphis, I perambulated 10 cubits from the Nile. Striding in Memphis, are these emotions true? I donned my sandals made of blue linen and boarded the Galilean fishing vessel. I arrived in the land of the Blue Delta in the midst of a thunder shower. Thank you.